My name's Tiffany Sims, and I'm getting ready to do my speech on how to extract honey from a beehive. And I'm going to show my audience at the end of the video. So a couple interesting facts. The average beehive has 20,000 to 60,000 bees per each hive. And the honeybees do this thing called a waggle dance, where they actually perform a figure 8 to help communicate with the other bees in the beehive where the biggest and nearest source of nectar and pollen is. And we have one hive that produces about 60 pounds of honey each summer. So some benefits to honey is that it can reduce your allergies, and it's an all-natural sweetener, which could be a substitute for refined sugar. I have been raising honeybees for about 5 years with my husband, and we've learned everything we need to know from my grandpa and some honeybee seminars. So today we're going to discuss the steps that it takes to get honey from the beehive to your kitchen cabinet. So the first step is you're going to want to enter the hive safely by using protective equipment such as this bee suit. You're going to want to make sure that you have your hat on, as well as some gloves and boots, and we actually have straps to strap your gloves and your boots on to make sure the bees can't get in any openings. And then the second protective equipment we have is this smoker, which we're going to smoke the entrance of the hive, so that actually calms the bees down. Both of these things help reduce your chances of getting stung. So once we have the protective equipment on, we'll move to step 2, which is carefully removing the frames from the super. This box is called the super, and you're going to want to have 2 people most likely to do this because the frames can weigh up to 10 pounds, and it gets pretty heavy. And you'll then take a brush. This thing will be covered with bees, and you'll take a brush and brush the bees back into the hive so they can continue working while you take their frames. So once you've gathered all the frames up in your vehicle, you're going to take it back to your kitchen or wherever you're going to extract it, and you're ready for the next step, which is step number 3. In step number 3, you're actually going to decap the wax off of the frame by using a hot knife. And so the hot knife is exactly what it sounds like. It's a hot knife. And you'll scrape the wax off of the frame. And you can save the wax for making lip balm or candles at a later date. But at this point, you are now ready to extract the honey. So by doing this, you will put your frames into this old-time honey extractor, and you'll actually turn this knob very vigorously, and it flings the honey off from the frame into this bucket. And at this point, we are ready to strain and bottle the honey. So this is the bottling bucket, and I don't have the strainer in here, but you'll put a strainer in here, open the honey flow, let it strain any debris that might be in there, such as wax. Once you've strained all the honey into your bottling bucket, you're going to let it sit for about an hour or 2 to get any air bubbles out. And then at that point, it's ready to bottle in its purest and rawest form. And you'll simply fill it up, and the finished product looks like a delicious bottle of honey. And I just wanted to point out that honey never gets old. And if you see that at the bottom, it's just simply crystallized, and all you have to do is heat it up on the stove slowly, and it'll return to its original form. So we have just learned how to remove honey from a beehive and bring it into your kitchen so it can ultimately end up into your tummy. So just to recap, you want to have protective suit, a smoker. You'll then collect the frames, decap the frames, extract the honey, strain and bottle the honey, and enjoy. So the next time that you see a honeybee out on a dandelion, just remember that somewhere nearby there's probably a delicious source of honey. So thank you, and I will show my audience. That's Lois, Hayden, Ty, and Eiley. Thank you.